The Buddy Sharp Show is a fun-filled podcast on the greatness of your hair and all its glory. From his travels experiencing the techniques and secrets of some of the most talented stylists in Western Europe, the United States of America, Canada, and of course the Caribbean islands, Buddy Sharp will share healthy hair tips and recipes on how you can enjoy the ease of keeping your hair healthy and glamorous all year round.
Hey everybody, this is Buddy Sharp in Dallas, and welcome to the first ever Buddy Sharp Show. I'm Buddy Sharp again. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to tell you as much as I can about the 40 years that I've been doing hair. Now, the best thing about that is all the people that I've met, all the fun that I've had, and the experiences that I've gained. We are going to discuss everything hair. And then we are going to bring in and talk about the massive hugeness business part of small business. So before I go any further, I would like to introduce you to my co-host and my beautiful bride, Karen Sharp.
Hello, everybody.
And my business partner. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started here. So for all of you who know us, you know how we are. And for all of you that don't know us, you're going to find out here pretty quick. So Karen, what do you think about all this?
Buddy Sharp, what have you done? What have you gotten us into? This is amazing.
Yeah, this is kind of fun. We're down here at the RNC Studios in Dallas, and to have our own podcast, it's just so cool. And so what we have decided to do is every week we're going to have a special topic on what to talk about as far as if it's going to be hair, if it's going to be small business. But we thought we'd start it off with something that is so cool and so special to us, and that is going to be how we love to travel. And we like to go to fun places. And just a real quick one here. A couple of weeks ago, Karen's college roommate, Julie, invited us to come down to Daytona, Florida. And so we go down there, and it was awesome. The boats, getting out in the ocean. And so we were out, and our daughter Sydney was with us, and we were talking about all the fun stuff that's going on, and we looked at the people drag racing up and down the beach. It looked like the Sunset Strip.
Yes, it did. It was fun.
And so when we were sitting there, I noticed the way that hair coming out of the ocean is so much different than hair coming out of other bodies of water. And so
My personal favorite is the ocean. I love the ocean, but I know the ocean's not good on my hair, and the sea and the sand and the salt. So
what we're going to ask you guys is to message us. Let us know what is your favorite body of water for recreation. There's obviously the ocean, which is Karen's favorite. There's going to be the lakes, because here in the South, that we have lakes from Oklahoma to Arkansas. We got beautiful lakes. And then we have the swimming pool. And when we go on vacation, my favorite place is the swim up bar.
that's true.
And that is true. So
Let's start with the ocean, huh?
the ocean?
Yeah.
All right. When we get out into the ocean, some of the best things that you can do is that ocean water it's a natural exfoliant. So it's going to cleanse, dry skin, and it's also going to take any kind of debris, any kind of residual scalp flaking right off. And so it's just really good to go to the ocean. And there's not a whole lot damaging about it, except for the sun and the wind. And one of the things that we were talking about earlier was all of these bodies of water. What you want to do before you get in this water is to take just a purified bottle of water, pour it on the ends of your hair. And because when your hair is saturated, it's not going to absorb anything other than what's already absorbed. So it's not going to absorb the water from the ocean. It's not going to absorb from the other bodies. And then try to use some kind of a hair protectant. What's the name of the one that?
Well, it's a color protectant, and it's also it protects for the UV
Oh,
rays, the sun.
Exactly. So you're
So
going to.
would my color fade? Because I highlight my hair.
Okay, when you've got color treated hair, you're going to want to put something to protect the color, nourish the ends, and to eliminate some of the damage that's going to come from the sun and the wind. But the sun is going to fade your color. So I don't care who's doing it, I don't care what product line they're using, it's going to fade that hair. So if you use some kind of
It's like sunscreen for your hair.
sunscreen for your hair. And then what we're going to talk about is, all right, guys, this is too fun. Look at that. Buddy
Yeah.
Sharp coffee mugs.
There we go.
Ba-bam. All right, you're going to have to forgive us because this is our first podcast, and we're in this studio, and there's lights, and Karen is looking hot, and I'm just, this is great. And what we've gotten into, we don't know, but it's going to be fun. All right, so when you are at the beach
Yeah.
and you've enjoyed the water and you're coming out and you're getting up into your room, all right, when you go in to take a shower, what I want you to do is just to rinse, apply some kind of a moisture mask to your hair for about a minute, because the ocean, all it's going to do is strip things out of your hair.
So the salt water strips it?
The salt water is going to strip it. It is going to take away not only the debris, but it's also going to take away any of your natural oils. So what we want to do is replace those natural oils, and the essential oils from any botanical product is my big thing, botanical products. And so put your moisture mask on for about a minute, and then shampoo right over the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right over the
I
top.
never would have done that.
Yeah, well, look at that.
Thank you, Buddy
Look,
Sharp.
she's learning something. All right, and then after you shampoo it and then condition your hair with that same moisture mask for about 3 minutes, and now your hair is back to normal. You have conquered the issues of beach hair.
Beach hair, baby.
All right, now I was talking about the swim up pool because I love me some swim up bar at the swim up pools
Mexico.
In Mexico, Playa del Carmen. Oh yeah, it's
One of
just
our
so much
favorites.
fun. You got all these people out there.
Yeah.
They're having a blast. They have all this in common. They like to sit at the swim up bar, but what is going on with your hair? Not only are you disinfecting the inside of your body, but with all the alcohol, but the chlorine that is in the water is a disinfectant. So it's killing the bacteria that's in the water. And do you know what color chlorine is?
I do not.
I bet if I showed you a picture, you'd know what it was.
Really?
All right, it is a yellow green.
I was just going to say green because it turns your hair, blonde if you don't rinse it real good. They used to tell us when we got out of the pool you had to shower and rinse your hair real good because otherwise it would turn green.
Well, rinsing your hair is awesome, and that's a great idea, and I'm sure that your mom
probably.
or somebody gave you that information, and they're not a beauty operator like I am. So when you get out of the pool, and I'm talking chlorine pool, our daughter is a lifeguard now, and you would think that she would listen to me, but she's 16, and so all of you out there that have 16-year-old daughters,
You know what we're talking about.
so anyway, I told her, I said, every day that you come home from the pool, you have to clarify your hair. There are botanical clarifying shampoos that will remove the chlorine buildup that is on your hair. And then you're going to do your moisture mask for a minute because you have got to replenish and renourish. And then let that sit for a minute. And so you've
You've washed.
you shampoo it with the
Cleansing conditioner.
the cleansing
shampoo.
the cleansing shampoo, the clarifying
Clarifying,
shampoo.
sorry,
I don't know why I
clarifying.
just went blank. But
Clarifying.
anyway, it's almost 5 o'clock somewhere, guys. All right, so you got your clarifying shampoo. Remove all the debris and all the chlorine, and then you're going to put your moisture mask on, and then leave that a minute, and then come back with a renewing shampoo, something that's going to put the moisture back in. Do that once, and then condition your hair. And you're saying, okay, that is a lot of work. You're looking at about a 10-minute process, but you've been outside in the chlorine,
Or
the
salt water.
sun,
Pool.
the salt water, the sun, and the wind for 5 hours. So typically we like people to moisturize your hair for 5 minutes. 5. Let's count down. All right. Derek in the production room is probably going, buddy, can you count to 5? All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of moisturizing for every hour that you're exposed out in the sun, out in the wind, out the chlorine. You have got to rebuild this. So if you're going to hang out, outside, then you are going to have to renourish this hair. Okay, so there's your pool.
Got it.
And then there's your
left?
ocean. Okay, now this is Texas.
Texas?
Texas. It's Texas. All right. There is a lake, and it's called Lake LBJ, and it's between Dallas and Austin, and it is big. It ain't like your Lake Michigan or your Lake Erie or any of those,
No.
or like some of those beautiful lakes in Oklahoma and Arkansas. But this lake is pretty cool,
It's awesome.
and
We've got a great place called Horseshoe Bay
and
we like to go to.
it's got a swim up bar,
Of course it does.
so I get to hit both bodies of water at that same time. And so we were at the swim up bar this last time we were down there. Okay, you're just going to have to live with this. All right, so we're at the swim up bar. And here comes my daughter and her friends. And they're wanting to know if they can go to the rooftop of the condos that we were staying in. And so I look around, and they were probably 14, 15.
15, yeah.
And here's these little sniffy hound dog boys. And I'm going, oh, yeah, go ahead. Hot up there. But anyway, let's get back to the lake.
Okay.
Some of the things that happens when you get out in lake water, other than just having all the fun,
Yeah.
is lakes tend to be a little more stagnant. There's not a lot of movement, a lot of big waves. And so you're going to get...
No chlorine.
There's no chlorine to kill the bacteria. So you're going to have bacterial. You're going to have mold, mildew. You got all the funky funk coming in from the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
So not that I don't like the lakes.
I love the lake.
She
I love
loves
getting on
lake?
the boat. We went on the pontoon boat in Florida. Had a blast.
Well, that was fun, but that was in the ocean.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the ocean.
And so anyway, when you get out to the lake, you're going to have all of that, the toxins, the bacteria, whatever debris that's floating around in the air, that's going to stick to your hair.
The fish poop.
Fish. This is a child-friendly.
Fish poop.
It's still child-friendly. You can say like crap. All right. So anyway, what you're going to do now, this is majorly important, because if you don't get that out of your hair, you can get rashes. Yes, you can. All right. So shampoo your hair with the clarifying shampoo, and I want you to do this first. Shampoo it clarifying. Then I want you to put the clarifying shampoo back on, and leave it for 5 minutes.
Really?
And yes, that is going to remove the bacteria, because the bacteria will get into the cuticle layer and it will not come out. So you're going to have to force it out. And then you do your renewing product shampoo that's going to have your moisturizers, and then you're going to put your moisture mask on. And that's going to give you the protection that you need, and it's going to get rid of all of the crap that's in the lakes. The lakes are great. I love going out to the lake, sitting on the
too.
pontoons, and just enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
And all the camping that goes with it. And so when you do your lake cleansing, just remember you've got to shampoo twice with the clarifying shampoo, and then leave it for 5 minutes. And then you're going to be able to kind of kick back and relax, and then know that the next day, when you're going back to the ocean, thank you, I love me some ocean, and when you're going back to the swim-up pool bar, all right, wet your hair and put you some kind of a leave-in conditioner and your color protecting spray. And most botanical hair care companies have beautiful products that they're based around essential oils, and that is probably the biggest thing that I love. And as a stylist for the last 40 some odd years,
I was going to say, what did you used to use versus botanicals?
Tide and Pennzoil. Just whatever we could get, because it was just all kind of the same thing. So now we actually have products out there for people to use that are nourishing as you're using them. Rebuild your hair.
And they're clean, right?
Exactly.
They don't clog up the, what did you say? The tide goes down the sink and Bambi's gonna
Grow another eye.
drink it.
Grow another eye. I was telling Karen that the toxins that are in some of the chemical-based products, your petrochemicals, that some of the toxins are, as they go into our water source, they're toxic. And when Bambi and Thumper come flopping along, and Thumper's going to grow another eyeball out here, and Bambi's only going to have one horn that's here, and another one's all the way up here. It's going to be kind of odd. And those are the things that we don't want to leave our grandchildren. We want our animals of the forest to look like they did in a Disney film. All right?
That's true.
All right. So, okay, I have been sitting here running my mouth for the last 20 minutes, and
Well, you're good at that. That's why it's called the Betty Sharp Show.
not the Karen Sharp Show. All right. So, when we decided that we were going to do a podcast, I thought, how fun is this going to be?
And I thought,
And Karen was a little scared. At first, she said no. So, I didn't want to do one in a hallway with with nothing. So we searched out and found a studio here in Dallas. And what is so
Real
cool?
News PR.
Real News PR. And it's a full blown out, really
It's
cool studio.
amazing.
And it is amazing. And so
we have Dallas in the background.
Yeah,
The
that's
traffic going, that's 635 in Dallas.
that's Dallas. And over here behind me, you got trees.
Trees.
Now, those are everywhere on the planet, so you don't feel special because there's trees everywhere. And, all right,
But
so.
they have different studios, so we might be switching to different themed studios. I mean, it's very cool.
And that will be cool because we can go into the one that's like the Oprah studio where I'll be sitting in this big fluffy chair, and then Karen could be on the couch, kind of like those talk shows with Johnny Carson and never mind, these people don't know Johnny Carson. That's how old I am. But I'm going to take a little sip here. So today,
Yes.
I hope that everybody has enjoyed this podcast, and thanks for hopping on. And
Yeah, for
we've
sure.
we've so enjoyed being here, and I hope you got some information. I hope you got a lot of value out of knowing that if you live around an ocean, that you need to take care of your hair. And if you live around one of the beautiful lakes anywhere in this country, Canada, the UK, you need to address those issues as well. And if you swim up to the bar, like I do, then know that it's going to take its toll. And you're going to have to remedy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want our hair falling out.
No, we don't
We
want our hair
it
falling
breaking
out.
off.
No.
We don't want
And
it, we
that
want it
is
to be healthy and
that-
beautiful.
yeah,
Right,
and-
right, girls? Healthy and beautiful.
So for the first
And
one,
guys.
yeah. So for the guys,
Just saying.
all right. I have been doing hair for over 40 years, and I think I have 2 or 3 guy clients because guys, you get on my nerves. You wear me out. You come in here like, for one, I don't think you're cute, and women are very pretty and a lot more fun, and they get to do all these really cool things. Like with Karen, we do. I'm not going to tell you, but we do some fun stuff with her hair. And we were over here in the little get ready dressing room.
The green room.
Yeah, in the green
Yeah, the
green
green
room. And she was going, you need to curl my hair. And I'm like, and I thought, I am the talent. I don't want to curl. And so what do? I curled her hair. I just want you guys to know that when the boss says something, there you go.
That's right. When the co-executive producer
Yeah.
says jump,
Jump, then I jump. And how high do I jump? Now, other than this 22 minutes that we've been sitting here running,
Wow.
because normally when I do Facebook Lives or anything for YouTube, I try to keep them at about 8 to 10 minutes because people tend to get a little bored. Now, I hope you guys aren't getting bored, but there is going to be so much information that we are going to deliver every Tuesday at about this time. And what I would also like is if any of you have ideas on what you would like us to talk
yeah,
about.
that'd be awesome.
And because I'm going to go into the massive business of small business. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 35 years, and I love the idea that I get to decide when I go on vacation. I get to decide what days I work. I get to decide how much money I want to make. All right? It's all based on my passion for what I'm doing. And so we're going to talk about the huge business behind small business. And all of you out there who are interested in being small business owners, do it.
Now tune in.
Do it and tune in. I'm not sure when that show is going to happen, but it will.
We're going to bring in some other guest speakers too.
Your girls look good.
Thank you.
Doesn't she look great?
I know a guy.
Yeah. Earlier when they were doing their sound check and all that
Stuff.
knowing stuff, I could see us on the screen, and I'm thinking.
Yeah, we can't see ourselves right now, so we're talking into a camera.
And so I'm thinking, she's a hottie. But I have so enjoyed sitting here running my mouth about the bodies of water and our show next week. You want to tell them what we're going to talk? This is so fun. You don't want to tell them? Okay. We are going to talk about
But don't tell them.
Well, you said you don't want to tell them, but you don't want me to tell them?
No, don't tell them actually what it is.
Well, what am I supposed to tell them?
Just,
Tease them.
yeah.
Okay, here on Channel 8, we're going to have the 3, what I consider
Occupations.
toughest occupations on your hair. And so what we're going to talk about is the 3 occupations that are the toughest on your hair. Mm-hmm. You guys, this is going to be so much fun. And you're going to think, am I one of those 3 occupations? And chances are, maybe, maybe not.
You'll find out next week.
You'll find out next week. And let's see here. We're coming up on top of the hour. Oh, do you know, that sounded so good, didn't it? We're coming up on the top of the hour here at the Buddy Sharp Show. And guys,
He could talk for another hour if Derek would let him.
well, Karen keeps here. All right, she keeps hitting me like this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Me
It's
too.
like, stop, you're talking too much. I got a lot to say. And we're going to be able to do this over the next ever how many weeks that we're going to do this, but it's going to be a blast. And tune in next week for the 3 toughest occupations on your hair. And I would love to thank everybody out there who made this so much fun. Of course, we got Derek in the
Derek,
production
best
room over
producer
here,
ever.
who's
And
best producer.
We're going to give a shout out to.
Oh, I was going to give a shout out. A great friend of mine who I did a lot of teaching with in Europe. His name is Peter Verweimeren.
You said it right.
I did.
Verweimeren.
And so anyway,
You
Peter.
said it right.
Peter and his wife Uta. Peter reached an age in Switzerland where he gets to retire. So Peter,
Yay,
congratulations.
Peter.
And Peter and I met when he was doing Cleopatra's hair for her wedding. So anyway, thank you. And we are...
Out. Thanks, everybody.
All right, love you guys. Have a great, great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of The Buddy Sharp Show. If you want to learn more about the guest or products we talked about today, please check the description below. As always, you can find us on the web at buddysharp.com. We'll see you next week with a brand new episode.